Hi everyone, welcome back to Calamity Hills. I'm Honeywell and today we're going to be doing another building Calamity Hills video. When we last left off, we were working on Wally and Jan's house and I was pretty pleased with the progress we made. But it's been a few days since I've been able to play, and when I logged in today to create a thumbnail for the last video, I'm looking at this house and it looks just absolutely ridiculous. So we're really going to need to do some work on that. So today I am hoping to remodel Jan and Wally's house again and see what we can come up with. But before we do that, I want to try moving the back row of houses forward one. If you remember, when I laid out the town, we didn't have any of these houses here, and I thought this area right here would be a good spot for a graveyard, because it kind of, I was imagining that I could potentially put a church here, and then some like graves in front of it, and I thought that might be some nice decoration. But as I'm looking at the town today, we're going to be putting a municipal building where Jane Locke's house is right now. So you're not going to be able to see a church anyway. So if we can't see the church, there's really no reason to put the graveyard here. So I'm going to try and move these houses up a row, and maybe we'll put in the graveyard back here out of the way. I don't know if we're going to keep the houses like this, but it's all a work in progress and we want to try it. So yeah, before we get started, we're going to do that. And this will also mean that right now these lots are 1x2 lots. So this means that there's room to expand these houses to 2x3 if need be. Right now, these are all 2x2 up front, but that leaves us more room to expand. And then we can put the graveyard we could make this a 5x2 or a 6x2, and that should be plenty of room. I don't know that we'll have a church on this lot, but it should be plenty of room for graves. I don't know. We will see. I really like the way that looks right there. It looks the neighborhood looks a little denser, so I think I like it. But I'll still need to play all of these houses and make sure I have a good viewing angle. But we'll see how that goes. But now, Wally and Jan's house. Now, in lot view, I don't mind the way this looks so much. But looking at it from neighborhood view, it looks absolutely ridiculous. We either need to move that roof over and have it cover the entire front of the house, or take it off, I think. So we're going to be doing a little bit of experimenting today and see what happens. Let's get to it. Okay, here we are on Wally and Jan's lot. And I have to say, there's positives and negatives about this, moving these houses forward. The positive, the street looks nicer. This looks more like a neighborhood, I think, having the houses closer together. But it feels a little claustrophobic to me, playing. And right where that second red car over there, where Jane Locke's little trailer is, that's where we're going to be putting the municipal building. And I kind of don't like the way that these residential houses are running into the municipal building. But whereas if we put those houses back where they came from and had a community lot here with graves, I think the transition from municipal building to kind of like the graveyard and the residential area might be nicer. So don't be surprised if those houses go right back where we got them from. And other unrelated news to Wally and Jan's house, the lot imposter lights, I absolutely love them. When I put them in and did the video, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep them. We are definitely keeping them because I think they look absolutely brilliant and love them lots. But enough of that. Let's get back to the main reason why we are here. This house. The roof either needs to go all the way across or come off. And I'm of two minds on this. One, I think I'm overthinking it by trying to keep it as the same kind of like style as these houses. Because really, it already has like a gable roof. And I think that would be enough to carry the style in the neighborhood without me trying to put that roof across the front. And if we were going to do that, then we could just put another little gable right up here. Oops. We could just put like a normal roof. Like this style of house right here is not something that's uncommon. And this is what I think the house would look like. Maybe. I don't know. Let's try building the roof across the whole front and then seeing what that looks like. So let's undo all of this and put this back. And we'd want to do... Let's just extend this shed roof. What pitch was this? 30 degrees? I can't remember. It's been a few days. 30 degrees, and then... Oh, because there's no... So we would do that. We'd put a wall there. And then fill in this little corner I think we were doing. This would make the house bigger. And then we would just move this out here. This would give us quite a few more tiles. I don't know. I do not know. I think that would kind of look like the Artemis house down there. Let's look at this from neighborhood view. Let's save and go look. And here we are in neighborhood view. I really don't like that. It doesn't look good to me. It looks more like the Artemis house down here, but we're not going to have any of the interesting like bump out or porch to go with that. So I don't know. I think we're going to try the other way and see how that goes. And I also think that I'm going to move these houses back where they came from. That's better. I like them better back there. But we'll see. But let's get back to the house, and we're going to put on just 2 gable roofs and see how that goes. Okay, here we are. So let's undo everything that we just did. And remember when I said it takes me forever to build things? This is why. And I also need that time in between. From building like start to finish. Even if at the time I like it and think it looks good, the chances of me keeping it, they're not very high. Because you just can't see it. You really need that, like, that time away to get a good result, I think. Okay. So we wanted another gable roof here. Is that right? And the reason why I think I'm drawn to this one is because this is what I think you would typically, I think this is how you would roof this house normally. Let's get our window back. The roof looks a little big, but I think we could put some trim on this and maybe make it work out real nice. I am going to take up this foundation and take another look at this in the neighborhood. But before I do that, I don't know. I kind of don't like that front stoop sticking out to be the 2 tiles. And I have no idea how this would work, like from a gameplay perspective. But I think that looks nicer than having that extra large stoop. I think, perhaps. Okay, go into the neighborhood for real now. I definitely think this is the way. It looks less weird than what we had before. It looks more like a normal house. So I like this. And here we are. I think... Oh, and we have this porch back here. I don't like this. I wonder if instead of a roof over here, we could put a little balcony off of the bedroom. Jan is a knowledge sim, so we could always put a telescope off of it, which I like to do. But that means... Let's try that. The architecture is really important. Once you get that nailed, then all the painting and everything else that goes along with it, then that all falls into place. So we would need to put in these shed roofs, 3x7, and then 3x10 on this side. And then we would have a door up here. How would we want that door to work? We'd want it to go that way. Can we put it here? And then we can have a telescope right here. No, we would want this centered. Would we be able to fit a telescope in there with that like that? I don't know. Is it knowledge? I have all of these telescopes that I converted. Do you know, Jan is lifting show business for us, so maybe as a nod for, since this would be her telescope, maybe we'll do this this kind of Hollywood Art Deco glitzy telescope. That could be cute. And it looks like, I don't think I have move objects on, and that just went right into place. So I'm sure that door will fit right there. And then we can just put a little balcony up here, and then a little fence here. Does that look good? Well, the roof doesn't look good. And we're missing a wall. We might want to put that back. Let's see. And that roof needs to come down a little bit, so let's use our cheats. And individual roof slope angle. And it is 45 degrees right now, so let's try 44.8 degrees. And see what this looks like. Using your roofing tool, you'll press Control and Alt at the same time, and then click on the roof that you want to move. And that didn't go down very much. Let's try we're going to arrow up to re-enter our cheat, and instead of 44.8, we're going to try 44.6 degrees. And the same thing, holding Control and Alt, we'll click on that section of roof. And that looks like it lines up perfectly. Okay, so let's do this side. Yeah, absolutely perfect. Okay, so that is good. Put that back, and let's put this window back, like, one more time. I think this must be at least the 15th time I've replaced this window. There we go. And we could do... we could do some trim across here. And let's get a different color paint. Now, Jan is wearing that, I don't know, like that houndstooth, blue, green, pinky colored, I don't even know what it is, pea jacket, peacoat? I have no idea what she's wearing. Kind of retro. And Wally wears that white tank top with red trim. I'm trying to think what color I want their house to be. I don't know. Is this nice? And then you'd have that nice bright white trim, which probably wouldn't look amazing from neighborhood view. Let's see. And the front of the house is in shadows, so I'm not sure that we want a dark color on the front. This is probably more Jan's style, this color, but I don't really like it that much. I like the darker colors. Forest. No, I like this color. The ivy green. Maybe we don't need to have the shadows in front since we redid the roof. Maybe it'll work out now. Let's try our cheats to change the lighting. What is it? SLC to clear the light. And no, it's because the door has that funky shadow. Okay. So set lighting right. Oh, well, that works. So it did change the shadows because... yeah, okay, I like that. That's good. So now we don't have to worry about having a dark color on the house. That is real good. Can we move this window over a little bit? Would that be a thing? That looks good. Because it shares the living room and the office. That's still good. And does that look better from the outside? Maybe we don't want shutters on that, drawing attention to it. I think if you have the shutters, it should be like a feature. Do you know what I mean? Like symmetrical. So let's change this out for just a plain 2-tile window. Yeah, and then I don't think it matters that it's off-centered. Right? Right. And I think I would like a window on this side. Maybe we should move the sink. Oops, it's not the sink. Can we not put this here? Oh, I bet you we have those cabinets. Let's take another look inside. How would I want these? So we would just move these to this wall and the sink to over here. That looks good. It probably looks better. And there would still be a nice workflow. We could grab stuff from the fridge, prepare the meal, cook it, serve it, eat. That works. What does it look like from the outside, though? That's why we were moving that. And I like that with another window on that side. So there we are at the back. It looks kind of a little funky with that cut off right there on that top window, but I don't think we can rearrange the windows in the bedroom. Well, maybe we don't need them all since we have that door now. Oh, this is bad. Our nice cutaway view is ruined. Let's try... If we take this away, then that wall will cut away all the way. Let's try moving the roof to right here and putting a wall here of the roof and see what that cutaway view looks like. Because I do not like... I want to be able to play this house nice. So let's do another shed roof and see if we can get the roof wall to line up with that wall there. So 5 by 3, maybe. And now let's see the cutaway view. No, I don't like that. Doesn't look nice at all. Let's undo that. Now, what if we just leave that roof off? I mean, how much am I going to be looking at the house from this way? And this could just look like a little storage eave, right? Storing stuff under the roof eave? I think so. There's the house from this angle. I like that. I think that looks good. From this angle, I'm not crazy about... Well, you almost don't even see that wall is missing. So that would be fine. And the house, I think it looks better from this angle. It looks nicer from neighborhood view. I think this is our house. It is. So let's see. We need to put fence up. Are we going to have fence? And I'm not sure if this stoop is going to work out. Like just having this one tile. Let's change these, recolor these stairs so they're white. Not that white. That white. And the last one. That's good. And let's put some floor down on that porch. Since this is exposed, let's make sure it's weathered. Do you know what? This is kind of looking a little beachy to me. And then all of it's over there. So maybe we want to do these roof peaks in a shingle. What set do I have? Oh, do you know what other color I really like? I like this gray. Is this the Dower? I really like the Dower gray. That's a nice color. I don't know, maybe too plain. Let's get back the green and then try the white shingle. I don't know, I think maybe we should go with this. And I'm kind of leery about putting white trim on this whole house because of the way that it can look in neighborhood view. Let's put white trim on this front bit right here to kind of highlight that. You could do it. Maybe. Let's turn on move objects on. There we go. And trim again. Do we just want to do... Well, I guess it really depends on the shutters. What color are we going to do the shutters? There's so many colors to pick from. So we just want to do tone on tone? I would usually spend a lot more time on this, but since I am recording, I'm trying to be more decisive. That looks kind of good, right? And then we could put the, I think this is eucalyptus. We could put that on the roof peak. Let's change the roof color though, because the brown doesn't work with this. We want a cooler tone, a blue or a gray instead of a warm tone. And we have lots. There's a gray, but I think that is not right. Maybe that one? What of our blues do we have? This is navy. That kind of looks good. Steel. This actually matches, but I don't like that. No, wrong shade. You know, I kind of like the steel because it's the right color family, but it's not so matchy-matchy. That probably matches more, but I don't know that I like that all that much. Let's go with this one, and we can always change that. Or should we, or did we like the light gray? Did we try those? No, that's a brown. A black? No, don't overthink it. Let's get moving on here. So let's try the eucalyptus for the roof trim here. Put that up. Oh, there's two different roofs here. Are these going on right? Yeah, I think they are. Grab a new one so it aligns right properly. Oh, because we have another roof peak. That's what's going on there. Because it's two different roofs. Okay, so there's a peak. And it's not exactly lined up perfectly. I don't think there's anything I can do about that though, so it is what it is. And the end piece. Okay, and then we'll just do the other side. And I don't know that I like that at all. Let's put some trim there. Take the roof off and put some corner edges on. I don't know, that's not that bad. But I don't think we were going for not that bad, right? I think we wanted nice. that helps. That helps a lot, actually. Let's see what this looks like. My only concern with the white trim is what it looks like in neighborhood view. So let's take a look at that. And I think the eucalyptus looks better. So I think instead of putting that white on the whole roof, I think we'll put the eucalyptus on the roof. But that's not looking too bad. I think that looks like, it looks like a proper proportioned house instead of what we had going on before. So I'm liking this. A boring looking house, but a proper looking house nonetheless. So I think that is fine. Okay, so we wanted to turn this into, recolor this. And I think that's the wrong color. That is the one we were going for. And I've just been spending a couple minutes trying to fiddle around with this to get it to look right. And by right, I just mean something that I like. And I'm not sure that we're there yet. I think I like that better than the shingles. I do. And I'm wondering that we really want to draw attention to this side over here, and I don't know that we do. Or maybe put it... No, let's not get crazy. Take that off. I don't think we need this vent over here. Maybe we just leave that like that. Maybe I stop being ridiculous and overthinking this. This is fine. It has trim everywhere there should be. The roof peak is fine. Yeah, it's fine. I don't like the steps though, so let's change those steps, and we'll change those to blue as well. Okay, that's better. Those steps, whenever you paint something white, it really draws attention to it and brings it out, and those steps aren't exactly a feature. So I think the dark color looks better. In fact, I think a darker color floorboard would look better. Yeah, but you know what, let's just go with, yeah, that's fine. Maybe, maybe not. Why so crazy? Yeah. That is good. Do we want to do tiles or do we want to do terrain paint? I don't really like that. Let's just do some terrain paint. Dirt, sand. Let's put our mailbox over here. Where are we going to put that? I think right here, because if we ever put in a driveway, it'll be closer to the drive, which makes sense to me. So let's keep going with the terrain paint. Maybe not dirt, maybe just lighten that up a little bit. That is probably okay. We don't want it to look too nice. That is good, just a hint. Let's add some darker grass to the shadowed areas. Get over it. So annoying. Just some variation. And what? I think we're just going to use our new favorite bushes. Let's see, which shelf do I want here? I want pescados. I really should just delete the other one. Okay, this shelf. It's eating up the mailbox. That looks good. Do we want to do this in blue? Oh, look at that. I picked the right one right at first. Never happens. Blue? Maybe. It doesn't really matter. I really like these bushes because it takes like 2 seconds to add some in. I think they cut into the wall though. And they don't need to be maintained, which I like. I don't like to burden my Sims family with a ton of gardening if they don't want that sort of thing. So I wait to see what happens with that character. Let's turn on the quarter tile cheat. And then Control F. And let's move these a little bit. I think these go into the house too, so we'll want to check that. Yeah, they do. Not that we really care about that. At the Dagny Tower, we have orchard trees growing into the kitchen. And when you open up the stove, there's all those branches. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Maybe we should just plan for a driveway now and put the mailbox next to the driveway so it's not kind of blocking the house. I think that looks like a pretty respectable bit. Again, we want to leave something for the families once they move in to kind of develop their own interests and whatnot. Change the terrain there. And let's take up some of this. Maybe a light. Let's make it dark so it'll come on. I really need to get some outdoor lights. I know there's nice ones because I see other people have them, but I don't have any, so we're just going to use this one with the grill on it. And we'll put the lights back on. This is going to be a 3-part episode if you guys want to see the interior, because we're still not done with the back, with the porch. But I think this looks good. It looks like a proper house. It doesn't look that bad from the neighborhood view. It looks like a normal house. It looks like, even though it's way bigger than these other houses, it doesn't look like it. Oh, do you know what? This roof doesn't line up. I don't think we can fix that, though. In fact, I'm almost positive we can't. Because if we raise one side of this, it's not going to match up. We're just going to leave well enough alone. And do we still like the cutaway view of the house? Is this still right? Yeah, and that was good. Okay, now we need to decide what we're going to do for fence. For the fence. One, do we need a fence over here? I don't think we do. But maybe we want to put some of that black railing. Perhaps. I can use some custom, I need everything, custom content wise. But the only thing with custom content is the more you use, the more you need. And I really want my game to, I'm more interested in having my game load quickly than in tons of custom content. But I need more. That is for sure, because I'm missing like huge parts. Do we have a welcome mat? No, those are the seasons ones. Oh, we could put a flag on the front of the house. I like this one. This little welcome mat. It's cute. There we go. We have a little welcome mat. Maybe a flag to decorate the house a little bit in front here. I kind of don't like that we don't have an overhang on this door. But I really don't think we can put anything. Where is... I think the other games, instead of doing like awnings like this, I think the other games made them like detachable. Which is probably a better system, because yeah, that looks rubbish. Yeah. The door will just be exposed to the elements. They can go around back if they want their head covered. What are we looking for? A little flag. I think that would be under miscellaneous, right? Oh, yep, right here. Maybe bring that down, if we even keep it. I don't know that we can even really see that. It's kind of pink and girly though. Sure. And it'll be summertime when they move in. It can't hurt to keep it. I don't think it adds anything to the house, but it's fine. Okay, now this porch. What do we want to do with this? Do we just want to use... I don't think we can use this black fence. I don't think that's sturdy enough for like an upper balcony. I don't know that that would be enough. And we wouldn't be able to go... No, that's not good enough. So do we just want to use the bespoke railings, and then I could make it go like a half a railing? Well, let's... This is Must Love Cat's porch set. I love her porches. And this one has like an edge hider. Do we just want to do kind of like the big white chunky fence look? Or do we want to do the colonial fence kind of stuff? Where's the colonial fence? I mean, it won't look exactly like this, but it would look similar if I can get it to go on. I think either are fine. You know what, let's use the colonial railing. Let's do that. Let's get some columns. Is that enough of a grid? I don't know. One there? Sure. One there. Ought to do it. And one there. Oh, let's turn off quarter tile placement. Oh, where are we gonna have the stairs? Well, I guess we could just have the stairs right there. So, stairs, good. Look at that, we're almost done. Fence again. Do we want... Let's just do this fence. Let's just be real decisive and do this fence. Some fence posts. Should we use some trim on the outside of this porch? Is that right? Yeah. There we go. And then we want some edge hiders, obviously. Do we want white though? White looks very beachy. And then let's put the roof back up. Turn quarter tile placement, so it's just a half a tile. Okay. So we want a half a tile here. Half a tile and then a full tile, and that will overlap nicely. What am I doing? Putting it on all wrong. Okay, so we want half a tile and then a full tile. And let's check that before we get carried away. Okay, that's perfect. Let's put the roof back down because we don't want this attaching to the roof. Let's turn off quarter tile placement because we're done with that. And we need another grid. Let's move a column. Yeah, we're definitely not going to get to the inside of this today. And do we want another one over here? I think we might. Yeah, we do. Definitely do that. And then we need, what, a couple more pieces of post. Take the roof off. Quarter tile placement again. Will I ever learn? No is the answer. Will I figure out this? This is riveting TV, right? Okay, I had to fiddle around with move objects on in order to get those to place. So let's turn that sheet off. When I get around to updating my bespoke set, that's one of the things that I'll need to do is enable quarter tile placement for these fence posts because they're not. Now I just automatically put a fence post there, but I don't think we want a fence post there. I think we want a column. So let's, and I think we want a thick column. So let's put this over here and that there, and we're just going to use these corner trims to make a thick column. So let's do that. If I can get them right. That's one. Good, good. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, let's turn off quarter tile placement because that's not helping. And is that right? No, that's not right. But that is right. And now what do we need this side? There we go. So that should be a fat column now. And these only cost $1, so if you need some cheap columns, that's the way to do it. And what about this side? Do we want another one there now? Let's just put steps and see. Let's move our trash can to the back. I'm not sure if we do or not. But I'm gonna try it. What do you think? I think it's no good. Let's just put the post back. There we go. I think that is fine. And do we want rails on this? I think we do. Maybe just on the one side? Because then you would, you'd go down the steps and you wouldn't even go on the ground before you'd put your trash away, right? Because we're lazy like that. Do we want to keep this bright white? Or do we want to color this? I think we'll keep it bright white. A little beachy. Let's recolor these steps. I'm not sure that I really like that white. I think it might be too much, but for right now, I think we'll leave it. Now, the foundation. Do we want a different foundation? Do we want a thick foundation? I think we do. That looks better already, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Not happy with that fence back there, but we're already going on an hour. Do we want to put trim on the rest of this house? And I think the answer to that is no. I don't think we do. Besides this bit here. And what do we want to put on the back porch? Do we just want to leave that as a grilling porch, or do we want to put some like outdoor stuff? Should we have trim on this one corner over here? Probably, right? I don't think we need roof trim. I really, most of the time, I only put it on the front of the house because, yeah, anytime that I'm in the backyard or something, I don't have the roof all the way up anyway. Yeah, I think that is good. Let's put some, well, I'm not gonna put a light up here, I don't think. But we're gonna want a light on the porch, the downstairs porch. Because the, that's kind of like a telescope viewing area. So I don't think we'd want one. But we'd want a light. Is that how we want the door? I don't think that is how we'd want the door. I think that we'd want the door to open from the other direction. Because if you were coming from the outside of the house, you'd be open it towards that way because you'd be coming down these stairs. So I think that's the way we'd want that. And let's put a little bit of outdoor stuff out on this porch. Usually I would just save this for a grilling porch, but I don't think Wally and Jan are all into the food like that. Wally is going to be arts and crafts, and Jan is knowledge. So, yeah. Where is that little rake set? Is that miscellaneous or is it wall hanging? Must be wall hanging. Where are you at, little rake? I know you're here somewhere. Here you are. Let's put some rakes. And maybe just a little table and planters. Wally is a natural scientist, so I imagine that he might have a little bit of planting stuff. And tables. Where's that? That one right there. Looks good. And let's get some planters. A couple of small ones. Are these the smallest? They are. Let's stack those. I'll put those right there. And that looks good. The only thing though is I'm really not happy with this white. I'm gonna change the color of this fence and see what that looks like. Maybe something like that, and then we don't even have to recolor this trim on the foundation. But I think maybe this darker color would look nicer. Which color is it? This one right here. Kind of looks weathered. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I guess we could, oh, are we keeping the white? I don't know. I think I'm gonna do it in this color, and you guys can let me know what you think. If I should put it back to white, but I think I like this darker better. Because this bright white fence, too much, I think. I like that a lot better. The only thing is I need to put matching trim around the outside of the house now. And I think we need one more post up against this wall. So let's take the roof down again. Fetch a handy dandy column. And we want one of these posts. Let's turn on snap objects to the grid, and we can put a post. I don't want it to go into the siding, but we kind of want it to cover the fence. That looks good, right? Put the roof back up. Take away that. Do we even want it to have the white railings? What other color would it be? I don't know, let's see. Oh, we could tone it down definitely with like a dingier white, I think. I think a dingier white is in order. Oh, let's see if we can get that overlapping fence. Yes, 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 this is better. Way better. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing that. Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm wondering if I even want these fences on the bottom at all. Maybe we just want this to be like an open patio without the fences. And without the railing. Take that railing off. Do we like that better? I think I like that better just so I can see the little porch decoration that we put up there. But is it realistic? I don't know. Do not know. I'm gonna leave it on there, but let me know what you think about that. Because it's easier to take it off than to recolor all that. Oh wait, no. This is with the porch open. I think we need the fence, don't you? Oh, well, we could just go from this side and then we can see it. And what about the rest of the yard over here? I think we are going to leave it the way it is just because I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I don't know if we're going to want to give like Wally a garden or what Jan is going to want to do. Let's put some trim on the porch here to finish that off. True. Finish off the porch. What do we need? A corner piece here? Do we need one on this side? No. And do we just want this to go all the way around, or do we want this to be white trim? Whoops. Come back here. I think we want that to be white trim. because that is nicer and that gives it a finished edge. So more white. I'm really trying to get this outside of the house done because, yeah, we've been spending a lot of time. And I'll finish that. There we go. That is that side of the house. It looks much nicer now. A nice finished edge. I'm not sure. The roof trim would look better, but I don't think I'm going to bother to put it on back here because I don't think I'll ever see it, and it's just wasted meshes and polys and everything. Okay, I think we are pretty done with the outside. Now, I still have to do the inside, so that's going to give me a chance to take a break from this house and revisit it, so if there's anything absolutely ridiculous, I can fix it. But I think this looks pretty good. Here's the front. It looks in proportion. I mean, it's not a great house, but it doesn't look as bad as it did before, I don't think. I like the porch without the bright white. Yeah, I think that is going to be a day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you want to see the inside, be sure to leave a like so I know. And we'll decorate the inside and then move Wally in after we play the tower next. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!